In the aftermath of the Pahalgam terrorist attack on April 22nd, which left 26 mostly Hindu civilians dead, there was a wave of criticism, including from us here at the Hindu American Foundation, over how legacy and international media reported the incident. Our main contentions? Too many were avoiding describing the perpetrators as terrorists, opting instead for terms like gunmen or militants. Worse yet, selective coverage, omissions, and false equivalencies were rendering actual events whitewashed. Essentially, revisionist history was being churned out in real time. That was just days after the attack. So, what's the state of the coverage now, nearly 1 month later? Well, HAF staff conducted a detailed analysis of the top 50 English language news articles on the attack, published between April 22nd and May 14th. And what we found is sadly just more of the same. Let's first talk about the use of the T word, terrorism. It turns out 75% of articles did in fact refer to the attack as terrorism, either directly or by quoting sources. But a full quarter of the articles avoided the term entirely, even though the attack fits all standard definitions of terrorism. Civilians were directly targeted, and ideological or political motives expressed. This editorial choice is highly questionable at best and suspect at worst. Also, of those outlets not using the term terrorism at all, in neither the reporter's voice nor in quotations, the BBC is worth calling out. Indeed, the BBC has issued statements on why they don't use the term generally, saying that terrorism is a loaded word, implying judgment, and suggests that using words such as atrocities is more neutral. The logic just doesn't hold up in light of terrorism having many coherent, internationally recognized definitions under law or policy. No judgment needed. Note to BBC, when civilians are murdered by a militant group for political or ideological reasons, that is definitionally terrorism. And how about the role of religion in not only this most recent attack, but in the history of the region? Surely this would be a key fact worthy of journalistic exploration? Well, not quite. Only 8% of articles describe the attackers as Islamist or jihadists, despite their affiliation with Lashkar-e-Taiba, a recognized Islamist terrorist group. 73% of articles erase the fact that victims were nearly all Hindu, selected with chilling precision for their religion. 96% seem to have forgotten that between 1989 and 1991, over 95% of the Kashmir Valley's indigenous Hindu population was ethnically cleansed from their ancestral homeland in a campaign of targeted killings, rapes, threats, and destruction of property and religious sites, a pivotal event for understanding the region's tensions. 77% of articles ignored protests by Kashmiri Muslims against the attack and in support of India. Maybe that just isn't the story they wanted to tell. By refusing to name and analyze the ideology, media coverage shields perpetrators from scrutiny and blurs the line between political grievances and violent extremism. No, one man's terrorist is not another man's freedom fighter. If their freedom needs terrorism, it's not freedom. And when the religious targeting of Hindus is omitted, the victims and their stories are sidelined, and the suffering of these communities is erased. To read the full report, visit www.hinduamerican.org.